So the bad frames where there is a lot of disturbance and the frame is dirty, we can remove them out. Sachin, sir, you have a question?
Hello.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes, yes.
आपने अभी जो मून का जो पिक्चर लिया है,
हाँ.
तो अभी सबसे एक हॉट टॉपिक जो चल रहा है मार्स मिशन, जैसा चाइना ने भी अभी उस पे किया और इंडिया का मार्स मिशन कुछ सेकंड से फेल हो गया था। तो आपका ऐसा कोई अभी दिमाग में है कि आप मार्स के भी पिक्चर ले, तो वहाँ का जो सरफेस है, सरफेस से जो एनवायरनमेंट का वहाँ का कुछ बेनिफिट हो सकता है कि जैसे अगले मिशन में इसका कुछ बेनिफिट हो?
ओके, सो मैंने मार्स के इमेजेस लिए हैं, वो अलग ऑलमोस्ट सब प्लैनेट्स के इमेजेस लिए, वो मैं आपको आगे बताता हूँ। द मार्स इमेज इज द मोस्ट प्राउड इमेज फॉर मी, क्योंकि वो उस पिक में बहुत डिटेल दिख रहा है, इसके लिए आई लव दैट इमेज। सो केशव, you have a question?
Yes. Everyone is saying that the Mars can be second world.
Yes.
If we establish some new technologies there and make.
So Mars is the most likely to be our next home, because we can actually live there but we would need spacesuits, because Mars पे अलग atmosphere है, कम oxygen है, we don't know much about Mars, but rovers, helicopters, robots, so they are on the Mars surface और अभी हम उसका study कर रहे हैं, so Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX, it's his mission so that we can live on Mars. So Earth is not a permanent home for us, because after a point we might have to move. We might have to shift to some other planet. So इसके लिए we are seeing that if Mars can be habitable. Vishal Toshniwal, yes.
Which software we need for editing the picture?
Okay, so I'll cover all of the questions related to softwares and all in the PPT. All right, so let's move ahead. Okay, so tracking mount. Abhi, our Earth rotates around itself, around its axis, so the sky moves. So अभी हम जब images निकालते हैं एस्ट्रोफोटोग्राफी में, so let's say हमारा फोन जो image निकालता है वो 1/10th of a second को एक image निकालता है, जो click sound is 1/10th of a second. So but in astrophotography हम 1 मिनट या 2 मिनट की एक image निकालते हैं, तो फिर वो इमेज के टाइम में अर्थ रोटेट होती है, सो उसके लिए हमें एक माउंट और अ ट्रैकिंग माउंट की जरूरत होती है. सो व्हाट यू कैन डू विद अ ट्रैकिंग माउंट इज दैट ट्रैकिंग माउंट को ऑन किया तो उसमें मोटर्स होते हैं, सो यू कैन माउंट द DSLR और एनी कैमरा टू दैट एंड द माउंट विल ट्रैक द ऑब्जेक्ट. सो अभी जब मैंने मून के इमेजेस निकाले, सो मैंने एक इक्वेटोरियल माउंट यूज किया. व्हाट इज एन इक्वेटोरियल माउंट इज दैट ये एक ट्रैकिंग माउंट होता है, it tracks the motion of the sky. So अभी हम जब देखते कि सनराइज हुआ, कुछ घंटों के बाद इधर है, कुछ घंटों के बाद इधर है, सो वो मूव हो रहा है, राइट? सो उसे हम ट्रैक कर सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ दीज माउंट्स. सो आपको जो सबसे लेफ्ट साइड की इमेज है, तो आपको ऊपर टेलीस्कोप दिखेगा, उसके बीच में एक ब्लैक कलर का पार्ट दिख रहा है, दैट ब्लैक कलर पार्ट इज द माउंट. So ये same speed को rotate होता है as the sky and it continuously tracks the object. Yes, Keshav.
So why are all the humans finding new planets, so many planets like Mars and Kepler B32, like that one?
Okay, so we are planning to expand our human civilization. Like we can't live on Earth forever, because after a point the Earth will die because of the heat and some other changes. We are planning to find a new home where we can go and live, or we can continue the human civilization. So that's why we are exploring the space. We don't know much about the space, so we are trying to find as much as possible about the space and the universe. Okay. So moving ahead. Okay. So अभी DSLR cameras में अलग-अलग lenses रहती है. So the lens which I have here is a basic kit lens. So 18 mm और so 14 mm में अगर मैंने रखा तो इतना portion आएगा Milky Way का. So then 24 mm. So, now I've kept it at 24. So 24 mm में so this is the arm of the Milky Way galaxy. So the Milky Way galaxy is our own galaxy. We live inside of it, and this is one of the arms of the Milky Way galaxy. So if you go to a dark location, you can actually see the beautiful arm of the Milky Way galaxy. So then again 24 mm को इतना दिखेगा. Then 35 mm Milky Way galaxy का only central part दिखेगा. That's the comparison between three different lenses. Moving ahead. Focal length recommended for the Milky Way and in general wide field astrophotography. So Milky Way galaxy is really beautiful, and our DSLR captures them easily. All you have to do is set your camera in manual mode, click long exposure images like 15 seconds की एक image. ऐसे एक ली तो आपको Milky Way galaxy आपके frame में दिखेगी if you are pointing at the Milky Way galaxy. Focal length recommended for the Milky Way. So how many of you use DSLR cameras or have used DSLR cameras?
I have one.
Okay. So you might know that there are different lenses for a DSLR camera.
Yes.
So
Yes.
focal length or the lens recommended for astrophotography is a lens smaller than 35 mm. Like 18 mm, 10 mm lenses are really good for Milky Way photography. Okay. So now the process. So what is the process? Ayush, do you have a question?
No.
Okay. So the process is locate the object. So abhi let's take moon. So abhi hame moon dikh raha hai sky mein. So we will locate the object. So we'll go. So we'll point the camera towards the object. Then we'll take one sample photo of the object. So now let's remove moon from our object, and we can take, let's say, Milky Way galaxy. All right. So we located the Milky Way galaxy. We pointed our DSLR to the Milky Way galaxy. We take one photo with higher brightness or higher ISO for a test image. So इसमें हम maximum details देखना चाहते हैं. So once you take the higher photo, you come back to the lower ISO and then take 25 photos of the same object, and then we'll talk about the further process ahead. Yes, Keshav.
How many hours does this take? Full process?
Yes, it takes around almost 6 to 8 hours to capture, then the next 10 to 15 hours to process, and like that. Rashi, do you have a question?
Yes, I did not understand what's ISO.
Yes, so ISO is artificial brightness our camera adds. So it's like, so in your phones, when you slide up, the brightness increases, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so DSLR cameras can do the same. So what you have to do is, ISO stands for image sensor optimization. So what it does, your sensor has some capacity. So every pixel has some light holding capacity. So what ISO does, it multiplies that capacity into the number. So let's say अभी हमने ISO 1600 पे रखा है. So वो हर पिक्सल की जो लाइट होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी है उसको 1600 से मल्टीप्लाई करेगा. Only one pixel I'm talking about this. So it does the same to all the pixels. So इसके लिए brightness बढ़ता है. But जब brightness बढ़ता है तो noise जो images में आता है, grains भी बढ़ते हैं. So you just do that for the test image ISO बढ़ा के देखने का, and if you are shooting only one image, then it is all right to shoot with a higher ISO or higher brightness. So, okay, moving ahead. Image tracking. So, abhi मैं आपको, yes sir, Vedant and Sachin sir, you have a question?
Excuse me, I had a question.
Yes.
Like in night, the star shines a lot. So how can we take the photo of star?
Yes, the same way. The Milky Way galaxy has stars. So what you do is point your camera towards the sky. You focus it so you can see the stars pinpoint, and you shoot a long exposure photo. So let's say photos greater than 15 seconds. So our mobile phones even have that object. So what mobile do you have, or your father or mother has?
A31, Samsung A31.
Yes. So it has a night mode or a pro mode in it. So what you do is you change the settings to 3 or 4 seconds, and you can try it out. And let me know how it goes. All right?
या प्रथमेश,
Yes, sir.
मैंने कहीं पढ़ा है कि जो हमारी अर्थ है, पृथ्वी, उसके 2 चांद है.
No. Okay, so आपको exactly बता दूँ. So our moon is the one moon. So अभी जो image देखी है हमने, दूसरा जो है, that is a small asteroid. It's not our moon. So it's not moon, but वो एक small asteroid हमारे orbit में gravity में अटक गया था, इसके लिए it was revolving around it, but it's not confirmed yet. We don't have 2 moons. We have only one moon, that is the original white moon. Okay. So now we'll talk about stacking. So this is the most important part in astrophotography. So what you do is you capture multiple images of the same settings. अभी जो मैं ISO, shutter speed, ये जो सब मैंने बातें बोली, तो ये सब same settings रख के इसके multiple images निकालने हैं, and then we merge it into one. Even for the moon image, I stacked around 70,000 images into one. So that is called a stack. That's the result of the clear image. So what you do is you okay. So you capture the multiple images with the same settings, and you merge them into one. So softwares can do that. And इससे होता क्या है कि हर image में थोड़ा noise रहता है और थोड़े details रहते हैं. So stacking removes the noise, that is the unwanted junk, and it enhances the details. So that's the result of stacking. So this is the noise. So ये जो red, green, blue dots दिख रहे हैं. So this looks dirty. So this is the example of noise, and you don't want this in your images.
So how to remove noise in picture clicked?
Yes. So every image captures some noise, but you can remove some noise is okay. But when you keep the ISO to a greater level, like 6400, so the noise is captured a lot.
Means for that we need good resolution and good focus.
No. So focus resolution is completely different to noise. The noise is basically the empty space is filled with hot pixels. So this is all empty space. So I put the camera lid on, and okay. All right. So I'll show you an example of noise. So what happens is when you capture long exposure photographs, so your sensor is trying to fill the empty spaces with something. It's artificial. And the artificial noise can be removed in processing and also stacking. So stacking reduces the noise a lot. And you can also further remove it in processing softwares. Vedant, do you have a question?
Can you also take images of moons of different planets?
Yes, but you would need many powerful telescopes for that. I captured only Jupiter's moon, but they look like a tiny dot. I'll show it to you after this. And Aditya?
Can we capture a picture of sun?
Yes, we can. So what you can do is you never point the telescope without a solar filter towards the sun, because your telescope is a big magnifying glass, your eye is the paper. So you can burn your eye. So what you do is there are solar filters available. You can get one, you can attach it to the telescope, and then you can capture images of the sun as well. Okay, moving ahead. Image stacking important. So what is the benefits of stacking? So average out unwanted noise. So it removes the noise, removes most of the noise, not completely. Then boost SNR. SNR is basically signal. Signal means details. So the good stuff, whatever the pretty stuff you're trying to capture in your image is the signal. So it boosts the signal, or it enhances the details, and it produces a cleaner and sharper image. So these are the benefits of stacking. See, can you see two images comparing?
Yes, yes.
So this is the single image of the Milky Way galaxy, and this is the stacked image. So the settings for the single image is 2 minutes of exposure, ISO 100, and I captured 12 images like that. And then I merged them into one, and the result is on the right side. Now, the image is stacked, not processed. Now we'll process the image. Okay, single image, stacked image, processed image. So this is the difference between the three. All right, can you, okay, clear about image stacking?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do we need a special software for the stacking of the images?
Yes, so we are going to talk about the softwares in astrophotography now. There are many softwares in astrophotography. So first one is the camera control softwares. So if you want to control your DSLR camera with your laptop, there are these different softwares. For Canon, there is EOS Utility, DSLR Remote Pro. Nikon, there is NK Remote. Then generic Digicam Control is the best software for me. I use Digicam Control. It works for all cameras. Then softwares for stacking, softwares for merging the images into one. So these are the three different softwares. So Deep Sky Stacker, Sequator, and Cyril. These are the three softwares used widely for image stacking. Anyone has a question? Keshav?
Yes. As the asteroid is in the what do we say it in
Orbit?
Earth orbit, so would it crash to Earth or be the rings of Earth or be a moon?
It wouldn't crash the Earth. If it is big enough, so it would crash the Earth then. But if it is small, then it would burn off while falling. Okay. Free processing software. So these are some free processing softwares you can use. Adobe Photoshop Express, GIMP. GIMP is a really good tool. Then Paint, Pixlr, and many others are for editing. So you can take a look at them. Okay, softwares for post-processing. So these are my favorite softwares, these four, but these are paid. So you need a license for them. Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is the best software used for everything: photography, painting, art, digital art, everything. Then Adobe Lightroom is the same. It is used for only editing. Then Registack 6 is for moon and planetary images. And PixInsight is the software made for astrophotography. So it is specially made for astrophotography, and you can do wonders with that software. And now we are going to see images of different objects, and we are going to see a lot of images. So be attentive now. So this is the lunar photography. So this is the crescent phase. This is the half moon phase. Then lunar photography. This is a close-up of the moon, of the moon's craters. So on the right side, you can see the mountain ranges.
Lunar photography.
So now we have craters.
Lunar photography.
Okay, now on the left side, can you see some image? So that image is captured with my mobile phone. I captured that image, the left image, with my mobile phone. So I basically what I did, ये जो कैमरा है वो मैंने लेंस को लगाया और इमेज निकाली, दैट इज इट, निकल गई इमेज। राशि, यस।
Yes, sir. You said that moon's color is with the minerals, but here it's gray only.
Yes. So these are single images. So you can see the colors on this image because I have processed it like that. But for other images, so there are different types of processing. So for that, for these images, I didn't go for the mineral moon. I captured the moon in black and white. Okay. So moon cheat sheet. For capturing the moon, you need a lens greater than 300 mm. And if you have a telescope which is greater than 1000 mm, that will show the details of the craters and mountain ranges of the moon surface. Then a camera with manual settings. A DSLR camera has the manual mode. I can show it to you. It has the manual mode in it. So that is required with any camera basically. Then shutter speed. Okay, shutter speed must be like 1/1000th of a second or 1/500th of a second. Then aperture. So okay, these are just settings you can take a look at because many people wouldn't know about the f-stop and ISO. Okay, so what's your checklist? Clear skies. There should be no clouds. Oh, sorry, there should be no clouds. The sky should be clear. Then manual camera, super zoom lens, a tripod to keep your camera stable, and all the correct settings.
Prathamesh, which camera
Yes.
you have? So many participants asking which camera you have.
So this DSLR camera is a 1300D, Canon 1300D. So but the great thing about this camera is that I've modified it. So what I did, I opened the whole camera. I removed a sensor which makes it only for astrophotography. So I can't use this camera for daylight or wildlife photography. So the images that are captured on this camera are pinkish or reddish. So all images come into the purple and red shades. So what I did, so there are two filters. So ये हर एक कैमरा के आगे दो filters रहते हैं, which block the IR, जो infrared block करते हैं. So वो जो filters थे, मैंने पूरा कैमरा खोला, I removed the sensor. So then I removed the two filters and placed the camera back like it was. Moving ahead, so planetary photography. So the first is Mercury towards the left and the top, then Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, and Uranus. So I have some better images which I'll show you later. Now, Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So in December 2020 में Jupiter और Saturn की युति जो conjunction था. So this is the image of that. So Saturn on the left, Jupiter on the right. And can you see small dots in the image? There are 3 small dots. So those are the moons of Jupiter: Io, Ganymede, and Callisto. Okay. Comet photography. So every year there are different, every once in a while there are different comets passing the Earth. Then these are some images of that. Wide field photography. So this is a special type of astrophotography which is called as star tails. So इसमें हम क्या करते हैं कि कैमरा स्टेबल रखते हैं. So we are not using a tracking mount. कैमरा स्टेबल रखा है और स्टार्स की मूवमेंट. So जब स्टार राइज हुआ था तब वो इधर था. Can you see the cursor? Mouse?
Yes.
So the star जब राइज हुआ था तब वो इधर था. फिर जब कुछ घंटों के बाद वो इधर आया. So this is the whole. So मैंने कंटिन्यूस 6 घंटे तो इमेज निकाली तो उसकी पूरी जो मूवमेंट है वो हमें दिख रही है. So it creates something like this because it moves in circular orbits or oval orbits. And these are some more examples of star trails.
So this is done by all editing, no?
Yes.
These
You have
are number of images are edited.
Yes, right. So this was the image I showed you earlier. Processed image. Stacked.
Excuse me.
Do you remember single image, stacked image, and processed image?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the processed image of that. Then some more. So last year, in 2019, I went to Spiti Valley in the Himalayan mountain ranges, and we captured some images from there. Okay, so this is time lapse of the moon. The solar photography. Someone asked about, can you capture the images of the sun? So these are the images of the sun. Now, mobile photography. So this image on the left is captured with a mobile phone, Poco F1. These phones are really nice. Once you have a long exposure mode or a manual mode, you can capture such images as well. Mobile photography again. So on the left image, that's me and my friend. We went to Pabe Ghat and the image is captured there. Okay. Deep sky astrophotography. So like I said, there are different galaxies, different nebulae. Nebulae are where are stars born. So even galaxies like our own galaxy, there are thousands and millions of galaxies. So you can capture images of that too. So the first one on the red one is the Horsehead Nebula. The second one is the Orion Nebula. The third one is the Whirlpool Galaxy. And the last one is again Orion's Nebula. Again, a few more nebulae. The first one is the Dumbbell Nebula. Second one is the Rosette Nebula. It looks like a rose, so Rosette Nebula. Then the second one is the Eagle Nebula. Now galaxies. So this is captured with by my friend. His name is Aditya Kinjavdekar. So this is captured with a DSLR camera, this camera, and a telescope. So the left image is of the Andromeda Galaxy, and the right image is of a nebula named M78. Some more images. Now this is my telescope. Captured with mobile again. Okay. All right, so we have come to the end of the PPT. I'll show you some more images. So there are many reasons why you can't shoot images. So bad weather. So almost you need a lot of patience when you're doing any type of photography or anything. So like bad weather, you don't have the right gear. All you need is a camera. So the images on the right are captured with a normal mobile phone. So a good image is a good image, and you make the images, not the expensive equipment make them. So just stay with it and be patient. So the more you practice astrophotography, the more you'll get better at it. Okay. Now we'll see some images of Mars, Jupiter, Saturn again.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Why the sun and the moon changes shape?
The sun doesn't change its shape. The moon does. So moon doesn't have its own light. So it's like the moon is here, the sun is here. So the sun's light is reflected on the moon. So
so we see the full moon when the light covers the full moon, and then we see half moon when half moon is covered.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. So now we are going to see an image of Saturn. This is the planet Saturn captured from my terrace with the same setup I used for the moon photo. Now, okay. So I was talking about the small pieces earlier. So ये एक small piece है jigsaw puzzle which I was talking earlier. This is called the Clavius crater. And Jupiter, the gas giant. So these two dots are its moons. I guess someone asked a question: can you capture images of other planets' moons. So this is one. Now, yes, so this one. So this is my favorite image. It is captured from the Himalayan mountain ranges, and so this I didn't use any tripod. So मैंने एक rock और book की मदद से ये so this camera DSLR camera not modified normal DSLR camera rock पे रखा, उसको थोड़ा सा book से elevate किया और वैसे ही मैंने 30 images निकाले same settings के, and then this image was created. Okay.
Friends, we have last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost done. So this is my setup while capturing the moon. This was the live view. What more? I'll show you Mars because that looks nice actually. Yes. So this is the image of Mars. The white dot you see on the top is its polar cap. So like we have Antarctic and Atlantic on Earth, then Mars has its own polar cap, ice over there. One of my favorite images too. And this is me with the setup. The whole setup, the telescope, the mount, and that's me.
Fantastic. It's really fantastic.
So supermoon, Venus. Venus looks wonderful. This is the image of a planet Venus. So it, like Keshav asked, why do they change shape? So just like the moon, the Venus doesn't have its own light. So its phase is half right now. Only the half portion is covered. Yes. All right. I'll show you the supermoon as well. Full moon. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll check the chat box once. Thank you. Do you have separate power port? Yes. So for DSLR cameras, I use the inbuilt batteries. But for telescopes, I use a power tank or the direct power supply. Any more questions? Do we have any questions? So can we have 5 to 10 minutes more? I'll get a fun activity.
Okay. Take 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Please, Prathamesh, please.
Please,
Okay.
carry on.
So now we are going to calculate our age on other planets. Okay. So everyone open calculator on your mobiles or PC. Everyone who wants to participate. This is really fun. Okay. So has everyone done that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now for put down your age. So my age is 16. I've put my age here. 16 years old. Everyone put in your ages. Done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now multiply it by 365.25. So Earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution around the sun. So now we are going to get our age in days. So the number of days I've lived on Earth since I was born is 5,844 days. So I'm 5,844 days old. Done?
Yes.
Yes.
So now remember that age. So I'm going to remember 5,844. आपका जो number आया वो याद रखना. So now divide it by 88. Done?
Yes.
Yes. So
In
what's your
88
view?
what sense?
Yeah.
88 in what sense?
No. Just divided by 88. 5,844
Yeah,
divided
but
by...
how to choose that 88 means? In what sense you choose 88?
Yes, I'll talk about that. 1 second. So Mercury, the planet Mercury, takes 88 days to complete one revolution around the sun. So Earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution around the sun. Mercury takes only 88 because it's closer to the sun. So my age on Mercury, if I was living on Mercury, I would be 6 years old. So now we'll see our age on Venus. So 5,844 is my age. 5,844 divided by, so Venus takes 225 days to complete one revolution. Divided by 225. So I'll be 25.9 years old on Venus. So now to just confirm that I'm right, what we'll do is 5844 divided by 365.25. Okay, 365.25 is Earth. 16. So my age is 16. The number is 16. So I'm right about that. Okay. Now we'll see on Mars. 44 divided by, Mars takes 687 days to complete one revolution. Okay, 8 days. So I'll be 8 years old, 8.5 years old on Mars. Okay, so you can do this to different planets as well, like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus as well. So what you have to do is you search on Google how many days does it, how many months does it take, or how many days does it take to come, like let's say for Jupiter, we'll search it. Okay, so how long does it take for Jupiter orbit Sun? Jupiter takes 11.86 years to complete one revolution. That is 4,330 days. So my age on Jupiter will be 5844 divided by 4230. So my age on Jupiter is 1.3 years old. Fun, right? I'm only 1 year old on Jupiter.
Very interesting.
Do the same to other planets.
I'm 0 years old.
All right. Okay. So I think we're done. Thank you. Thank you for being so attentive.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, Vedant.
How we would get the recording and the presentation?
Presentation, I can share it with sir and they can share it with you. The recording, I don't know.
Vedant, the recording is with me. I will share you. You give your email ID or phone number on the message chat box, and I will get recording from Prathamesh. I will get recording from Prathamesh. He will be generous to share with us.
Yes, sure.
Yes. Okay. So I will take this opportunity to thank you, all of you, especially to the participants, young children, and Prathamesh. Now he is a well-known name in everyone's home. So on behalf of Gita Parivar, we as a Gita Parivar as a team take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks to those who directly, indirectly contributed to this seminar. Our heartiest thanks to our active participants, and especially Prathamesh, who thoroughly explained. Actually, this is injustice to the topic. 45 minutes is not it is too small. We will promise you, we will definitely take at least.
Understand it, right? Understood, right?
Yes.
Yes. We will definitely take a 3-hour session within a short time. And we, Gita Parivar, will take on every Sunday such type of interactive and scientific sessions on every Sunday morning. So please keep in touch with us. And I will take this opportunity to show you a moment. We have prepared a beautiful memento for the Prathamesh. So this will be the memento. we will share
thank you
this
very much.
memento to Prathamesh.
Thank you.
Prathamesh,
Very thanks.
we are very happy.
Wonderful.
Prathamesh actually is a pride for us. He is from Pune.
Yes.
I really proud of you, Prathamesh.
Thank you.
I request all my participants. I have usually see my friends are busy in mobile, some game or creating some useless videos or some what
TikTok videos
videos or what not.
Yes.
तो मैं जो सीखा हूँ प्रथमेश से कि हाउ टू यूटिलाइज द प्रोडक्टिव टाइम. प्रथमेश, you have developed the hobby of this photography and used in astronomy is a big learning for all of us. मुझे मतलब गर्व के साथ कहूँगा मैं कि आपने जितना अच्छा यूटिलाइज किया है आपके टाइम को, आपके हॉबीज को. रियली सैल्यूट टू यू.
थैंक यू.
आपने पूना का नाम भी हमारा ऊंचा किया है, हमारे समाज का नाम ऊंचा किया है. हमें सबको आप पे गर्व है. और मैं बाकी बच्चों से, पार्टिसिपेंट से भी एक विनती करना चाहूंगा कि आप आपके जो मोबाइल में टाइम पास करने का जो हैबिट है उसको चेंज करके कुछ प्रोडक्टिव हैबिट डेवलप कीजिए. मैं ये नहीं कहता हूँ क्योंकि हर एक जन प्रथमेश जैसा ही बने, मगर डेफिनेटली इससे हमने एक सीख लेनी चाहिए कि हम हमारे टाइम का अच्छा उपयोग, प्रोडक्टिव उपयोग कैसा करें. ये मेरा निश्चित ही एक प्रयोग रहेगा आप सबके लिए, एक विनंती है सबके लिए.
राजेश, इसमें मैं एक बात जोड़ना चाहूंगा.
प्लीज.
हमेशा ये बहस होती है कि टेक्नोलॉजी के फायदे क्या है, नुकसान क्या है.
वेरी ट्रू.
ये हमारे ऊपर डिपेंड है. ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसका प्रथमेश ने यूज किया है, टिकटॉक और इंस्टाग्राम के बदले उसने पहले कुछ काम करके दिखाया और अब वो टिकटॉक और इंस्टाग्राम पे उसका काम जाएगा, ना कि उसके कुछ डांस और सिर्फ कुछ जोक्स जाएंगे. सो इट्स अ लर्निंग टू अस एज यू राइटली सेड. सचिन जी, मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कुछ 2 शब्द बोले और फिर हम इसको कंक्लूड करते हैं.
आज सचिन भाऊ का बर्थडे है. आज सचिन भाऊ का बर्थडे है, तो मैं सब मेरे पार्टिसिपेंट्स और मेरे और मित्रों से कहूंगा कि आप एक बार हमारे मित्र सचिन कालानी जी को विश करें उनके बर्थडे के ऊपर. हैप्पी बर्थडे. हैप्पी बर्थडे ब्रदर.
हैप्पी बर्थडे सचिन.
थैंक यू.
हैप्पी बर्थडे.
थैंक यू.
हैप्पी बर्थडे.
थैंक यू.
जय श्री कृष्ण. सचिन
थैंक यू.
हैप्पी बर्थडे सचिन भाई. दिस इज विशाल.
थैंक यू.
मैं बोल रही हूँ.
हैप्पी बर्थडे अंकल.
थैंक यू.
एक मिनट में. सुदिनम सुदिनम जन्मदिनम तव भवतु मंगलम जन्मदिनम विजयी भव सर्वत्र सर्वदा भवतु मंगलम जन्मदिनम. जन्मदिन की बहुत बहुत बधाई हो सचिन जी.
थैंक यू मैम.
सचिन जी 2 शब्द बोलिए, हम फिर कंक्लूड करते हैं.
ये आज का एक जो सेशन था काफी इंटरेक्टिव था और जो यंग बच्चे हैं उनको एक टोटली डिफरेंट लाइन के बारे में जो एक इंटरेस्ट होता है. हम लोग जो जनरल कॉमर्स, साइंस या आर्ट्स के बारे में सोचते हैं, ये उसके अलावा भी एक नया फील्ड है जहाँ पे हम करियर कर सकते हैं. जो यंगर एज से उसके अंदर जैसे इंटरेस्ट डेवलप होता है और इंटरेस्ट डेवलप होने के बाद वो प्रोफेशन में भी हम कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. तो ये एक बहुत अच्छा सेशन रहा है. बहुत से बच्चों को इससे मोटिवेशन भी मिला होगा और आगे भी ऐसे ही सेशंस का हम इंतज़ार करेंगे. थैंक यू और आप सभी के बेस्ट विशेष के लिए भी धन्यवाद.
शाम में भी अपना एक सेशन है. शाम में एक सेशन हमने ऑर्गेनाइज किया है गीता परिवार का. हमारे मित्र है डॉक्टर घनश्याम मर्दा जी. वो बहुत अच्छा सेशन है, लाइव लाइफ विद पैंडेमिक लाइक कोविड. मैं सबसे विनंती करूंगा कि आप कृपया करके ज्वाइन कीजिए. आपको और एक पर्सपेक्टिव मिलेगा आपके लाइफ में कि कैसे इस पैंडेमिक से लड़े. इस सबके साथ मैं गीता परिवार, मेरे सारे मित्र, विशेष आभार मनीष तोष्णीवाल और प्रथमेश जी का करना चाहूंगा और सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स का जिन्होंने बहुत एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट किया. गीता परिवार के साथ संतोष काकी जी, संतोषी काकी जी, एस जी मुंद्रा सर, सबका धन्यवाद। इसी के साथ मैं ये सेशन समाप्त हुआ ये डिक्लेयर करता हूँ। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Excuse me, by what time we will get the PPT and that recording on emails?
वेदांत, जो अपना फ्लायर है उसमें जो कांटेक्ट नंबर है, 3 कांटेक्ट नंबर, उसमें से किसी भी एक नंबर पे आप अपना मोबाइल नंबर या फिर ईमेल आईडी शेयर कीजिए, हम आपको विद इन फ्यू आवर्स ये शेयर कर देंगे। और सभी का रिक्वेस्ट है कि जो कांटेक्ट नंबर दिए हमने 3 कांटेक्ट नंबर, उस पर कांटेक्ट कीजिए। आपके जो भी फर्दर कुछ चाहिए आपको, तो हम प्रथमेश को रिक्वेस्ट करके आपको देने की कोशिश करेंगे, और रिकॉर्डिंग भी और कुछ पीपीटी भी, जितना प्रथमेश हमको देगा।